In the Galactic Academic Archives, Earth was once labeled with a dismissive note. Deathworld classification. Possibly exaggerated. Most species assumed the tales were human propaganda. After all, who seriously believed in acid-spraying plants, oceanic monsters that hunted aircraft, or viruses that wiped out millions in days? To the scholars of the Council Worlds, Earth's horror stories were entertaining at best, fabricated at worst. That changed when they invited Ambassador Kira Holt to the Grand Symposium on Galactic Ecology. She arrived on time, dressed in formal Terran attire and wearing a polite smile. The hall, filled with representatives from over 70 civilizations, greeted her with a mix of curiosity and thinly veiled amusement. Dr. Jorvex of the Elathi Collective began the panel with a smug tone. Ambassador Holt, many cultures here have expressed amusement regarding the so-called Deathworld myths of Earth. We'd appreciate clarification on whether your people genuinely believe these stories. Kira smiled wider. Oh, we don't believe them. A wave of chuckles swept the room. She waited. We know them, she added flatly. Silence. Kira reached into her briefcase and pulled out a holopad. Let's review a few highlights. I've included real footage, geological scans, and survivor reports. She tapped the first file. A projection lit up the air. A giant wave, taller than buildings, smashing into a coastline. Behind it, a black funnel cloud twisted with terrifying speed. This is a hurricane, Category 5. Wind speeds over 300 kilometers per hour. Rain like needles. Killed over 10,000 in 1 week. Gasps. Slide 2. Forest. Lush. Beautiful. Then, the trees moved. Vines lashed. Screams. A researcher barely escaped a carnivorous plant that disguised itself as harmless foliage. Venus flytrap is just the mascot. The real ones can digest bone. Slide 3. An insect. Small. Harmless looking. The screen zoomed in a mosquito. Looks innocent, right? Responsible for more human deaths than all wars combined. Malaria, dengue, Zika. You name it. Slide after slide. Lava flowing through towns. Lightning storms setting entire plains on fire. Creatures that mimicked crying children to lure humans into the dark. Bacteria that mutated faster than medication could stop them. Fungus that turned insects into zombies. Someone in the back whispered, "This can't be real." Kira's gaze swept the hall. It's all real. We didn't exaggerate. In fact, we left out the worst ones. A clawed delegate from the Krell Union raised his appendage nervously. But, you survived all this? She nodded. We adapted. Our ancestors fought nature every day. Built homes that could withstand quakes. Developed vaccines, learned storm tracking, engineered armor just to walk in some regions. Earth didn't kill us. It forged us. Dr. Jorvex coughed. But surely your people don't live in such places anymore. Kira tilted her head. Some still do. For fun. The Krell delegate blinked. Fun. Extreme tourism, she said casually. Humans climb death mountains, dive with sharks, run through volcanic deserts. We call it adventure. You call it insanity. A representative from the Ilari Republic leaned forward. Is it true? You once detonated your own moon? Kira smiled. Not the moon. Just a few nukes underground. But we did send a ship to stop an asteroid by crashing into it. Another leaned in. And the myth of a giant lizard destroying cities? Real. We call them crocodiles. Though the city-smashing one? That's fiction. Mostly. Whispers turned to stunned silence. Kira placed the holopad down and looked around the room. You laughed at our myths because you thought they were stories. They're warnings. Lessons. Memories written in blood. Earth taught us that survival isn't about strength. It's about endurance, ingenuity, stubbornness. And humans? We're very stubborn. She paused. And if that's what it took to thrive on our world, imagine what we can survive on yours. That last sentence echoed like a challenge. By the end of her presentation, no one laughed. In fact, the council voted unanimously to upgrade Earth's Deathworld classification to level 17, the highest ever recorded. Later that cycle, rumors spread. Several galactic military factions began requesting Terran survival instructors. Because the myths weren't myths anymore. They were manuals.